What's good, everybody? It's your boy Eddie here, and welcome back to the channel. And I hope you're all having a wonderful day. And for today's video, we're going to be reviewing a very special sneaker. So before we even continue this video, guys, please make sure that you hit that subscribe button down below as well as the notification bell. And just one thing to briefly mention, guys, is that we are almost at that 6K subscriber mark. I was praying to get it before the end of the year, but we are pretty much there. So guys, definitely be sure to subscribe to the channel. And if you're already subscribed, just make sure that you share with your friends and your family so that we could achieve that goal before 2025. And with that being out of the way, guys, let's just get right into what you came here for, which is none other than the Nike and Jordan Airship in the Game Royal colorway. And guys, definitely let me know what you think about this sneaker right here. Is it a cop or a drop? I definitely want to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. In my personal opinion, I do have to say that this is absolutely a cop. First of all, it is in my favorite color. And second of all, the quality and craftsmanship on this sneaker is clean, is fire, and it definitely looks great on feet with sweatpants, jeans, shorts, all that type of stuff. So with this being out of the way, guys, let's just get right into the box details. And pretty much is the same exact thing that we got with the red airships earlier this year. So what you can see right here is that we do have that standard Nike Airship box. However, it does have that awesome Awake detail right there. So we do got the Jumpman on it, but we also have the Awake logo. Then when looking all over the box, you can see that we do have that snakeskin style print on it, which I think looks really awesome. And then when we actually flip this over, you can see that it does say where I'm from, which is pretty much the main inspiration behind the shoe, but I'll get into that in a second. And then looking at the sticker tag right here, it does read off as Jordan Airship PESP, and the SP stands for Special Projects. And the colorway shown is Sail, Black, and Game Royal, which I definitely see all over the shoe. And then when it comes to sizing, I went with my true to size, which is a size 8. So I 100% recommend that you just get your true to size. Or whatever your standard Air Jordan 1 sizing is, definitely get that, and it's pretty much gonna fit exactly the same. Then when looking onto the inside of the box lid right here, you can see that we do have that Jumpman logo as well as some coordinates on it. And if I'm not mistaken from the last review I did, it's been a minute, so I'm not 100% sure if this is true, but I'm pretty sure that these coordinates actually lead you to the Awake NY store, which I think is a pretty nice touch. And then looking at the stickers right here, we do have a lot of different details. So we do have the Where I'm From detail right here, Brooklyn in this blue color, which is very important to note, and we'll get into the history of the shoe. And then you do have this Air Jordan logo right here, this Air Jordan Wings logo with the Awake NY on it, as well as that Awake NY Jumpman logo detail. And then we do have the other boroughs such as Staten Island, Queens, Manhattan, and the Bronx, which again definitely focuses on the inspiration behind the shoe. And then we do have this Airship detail right here, which I do love. And it pretty much just goes into all the specs and details of the actual Airship itself, which I do think is very nice. So we do have some design specs, some different details of the outsole, and then we do have the full silhouette right here with all the tech specs all around it. And I believe it does close off with that Nike Air logo. And then on the opposite side of the book, you can see that we do have that Awake Jumpman logo right there. And then something else to mention is the fact that we do have some custom white wax tissue paper right here. So we do have the Awake Jumpman logo right there, which I think looks really cool. And then we have this kind of grid style of New York City, which I think again is a very nice touch and goes right into the inspiration behind the shoe. And then right after that, we do have some standard white wax tissue paper, which just wraps the shoe and keep it safe and all that type of stuff. So now I'm briefly focusing onto the history of the shoe. I'm gonna focus on the brand itself really quickly. So Awake NY is obviously a New York-based brand from the creator Angelo Bacchese, who was also a former brand director at Supreme. So after he finished with Supreme, he opened up his own brand Awake NY back in 2012. So the brand has been around for about 12 going on 13 years now, which just shows the longevity of Awake NY. And then when focusing onto the inspiration of the shoe right here, pretty much the title of the collection is named Where I'm From, which pretty much goes into the New York City aspect of things. Yo, where you from? Brooklyn, New York, Queens, the Bronx, all that type of stuff. That's why when you look at the sticker right here, we do have all the different boroughs. More specifically, the main focus on this release is actually Brooklyn itself, which is why it does have Brooklyn in blue, which I think is a very nice touch. And if you actually go into the Awake NY page, you can see that they do have an advertisement for this actual release right here, which I think is pretty dope. They got a lot of people from Brooklyn rapping and acting and all that type of stuff. You even see Joey Badass in there, which I think was a pretty nice touch. And again, just give some respect to Brooklyn itself because he's a Brooklyn rapper that transitioned into acting and is doing pretty well in it. So I like how they was able to show two different spectrums of people from Brooklyn. They even had a conversation of where all the goats come from, and Joey Badass argued that it was people from Brooklyn. So I'm from Brooklyn myself, Brownsville more specifically. So definitely shout out to that video. And again, I do love what they were doing with this whole entire collection. I personally prefer this blue pair over the red pair, but I could see how people prefer the red pair because it does come off a little bit brighter. This blue is a little bit toned down, but for me, if I were to keep these in my collection, I would definitely be rocking them a lot, to be honest, because they are very wearable, a little bit more simple, and again, it's just my favorite favorite color. So pretty much with that being out of the way, guys, that's gonna conclude the history and inspiration behind the shoe. So now let's just focus onto the details of it. So when focusing onto this toe box right here, you can see that we do have this unique airship toe box. And then when focusing onto the mudguard of the shoe, you can see that it wraps around all the way here. And we do have that nice buttery tumble leather, and it does feel really great to the touch. And again, as I said earlier, the craftsmanship on the shoe and the quality is very high. I do have to say myself, got some good leather, you got some good age details, you got some good materials and all that type of stuff. And then now when focusing towards the top of the shoe, now you can see that we do have this white lace right here. However, it does come with an extra pair of Game Royal laces right here. But honestly, if I were to wear these again, it would be with the white laces. I think that the blue laces makes it a little bit too much. But everybody has their own style and decision to wear whatever they want to wear. Then when looking at the tongue right here, you can see that we do have it in the sail color right here with this foam detail. And then at the top of it, we do have that Nike Air detail. And then on the flip side, you can see that we do have that royal blue awake detail right there. Then when focusing onto the lateral side of the shoe, you can see that we do have this very nice all white upper in this tumble leather detail. But we do have the awake logo right there in that embroidered detail, which looks absolutely phenomenal. Then when looking at this Nike check right here, we do have it in this silver detail, which makes it pop a lot. And we do have a suede royal blue underlay, which definitely looks really good on the shoe. And when focusing onto the snakeskin print right here, you can see that we do have it in that Game Royal detail, and it does have the Jordan Wings logo with the Awake NY detail right there. Then when going towards the back heel area of the shoe now, you can see that we do have that Awake NY detail as well. And then when going onto the medial side of the shoe, the same thing pretty much follows suit, so there's nothing really to report right there. And then when focusing onto this small ankle detail right here, you can see that we do have the size tag, which does say size 8. And then guys, when focusing onto the midsole of the shoe, you can see that we do have this aged midsole, which looks really nice. And then when going on to the outsole, we do have that standard Air Jordan 1 or airship traction pattern, which again looks really nice on the shoe. However, we do have it with a gum bottom, which looks really nice. Then when going on to this side of the shoe, you can see that we do have this amazing chrome Jumpman hang tag right here, which I think is a very nice touch and definitely really looks great on the shoe. But as you guys know, I don't normally wear hang tags, so I wouldn't wear it with these on. But I do think if you were to style it with this, it would look nice in comparison to other hang tags that we've seen around. And also something else that differs from this right side of the shoe in comparison to the left side is the fact that instead of getting that Awake NY on the back heel, we do get that Nike Air logo right there, which I think is a pretty nice touch. Then one final details before we conclude this review that I want to show you guys is the polyurethane insole itself. And I do have to say that it is pretty thick in comparison to some others that I've felt, but it really is soft and feels great to the touch in this Game Royal colorway. And then we do have that Nike Air logo right there in that black detail. Pretty much with that being said, guys, that's going to conclude the history as well as the details of the shoe. So now let's get right into this on for look, guys. Alright, y'all, so that's going to conclude the review as well as the on for look, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did making it for y'all. Definitely let me know what you think about the Nike Airship Awake New York collaboration in this Game Royal colorway. Is it a cop or drop? I definitely want to hear y'all thoughts in the comment section down below. As y'all know, this is definitely a cop for me, but I want to hear what y'all think in the comment section down below. So other than that, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Share with your friends and family and all that. And guys, remember, we are about 150 subscribers away from that 6K mark. So make sure that you subscribe. And if you already subscribed, share with your friends and family and all that. And I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.